Yo, what is up everyone? Boris here coming to you guys with a video about Legend Lucci V2. I'm going to do a quick spotlight character because I was lucky enough to pull him 2 Sugos ago. Now, he is a character that's coming in the brand new Global Sugofest very soon. So I figured I'd go ahead and showcase a little bit of what he does, and then you guys can decide for yourself if you want to pull for him or if you think he's a pass. So this Lucci, he's pretty powerful, but I will say right off the bat, if you have red Lucci already, he's not that different. Let me go over real quick what he does. As you can see, mine's already maxed out. He's pretty much quad maxed already. I went in trying to max this guy, and he has really cool art, has a really cool special, and a really cool captain effect. So let's go ahead and start with the captain effect. Pretty much he's a base 2.5 captain, which I know sucks, but every time you hit a perfect, his attack increases. So at max, after 5 perfects, he's a 4 times damage dealer. He also boosts HP by 1.2, so you get a little bit of HP and you get a little bit of damage. Really nice against barriers, as barriers become a bigger factor on OPTC Global. They already are on JP, but as they become a bigger factor on Global, this guy's going to become more powerful. That means that your later units are doing the most damage. So if you have a barrier that you have to get through 3 to 5 hits, then all of a sudden this Lucci is going to be perfect. To give you an example, he was the character that I used to farm the raid boss Sanji, which just dropped on JP last week or a week or two ago or something. So this guy's very good. I used double Lucci to farm it. Very good against red boss. Is going to be a crazy unit to use. And he does allow you to heal, but he does cut your recovery in half, and he doesn't have that much recovery himself. So if your other units have a lot of recovery, you will have the ability to heal a little bit, although it's not that much. Compared to the red Lucci does not let you heal at all. Lowers all your recovery to 0. So you get a little bit of healing, but then again, think about it. If you're using him, you're gonna want to be hitting perfects, so you don't want to heal on the turns where you want to do damage. So it's a little bit, it's a little bit similar to the red Lucci, where you really don't expect to heal much with him, outside of auto heal sockets and the Rocket Man ship. So there's that. However, his special makes up for that, because his special, the first thing it'll do is it's gonna heal you 20% your HP. So if, in this cases, you want to have as much HP as possible. He does give you a 1.2 boost. So with double blue Lucci, you have a decent amount of HP, and you can heal 20% with one, and then you can heal 20% with the other. So you have a nice little bit of HP padding right there. So it's really nice. He also lowers the defense of enemies by a certain amount. We don't know how much he reduces it by, but it's a legend, so I'm going to assume it's probably at least 50%. Could be more. But definitely keep that in mind. He does 50 times his attack to all enemies, which is one of the most underrated things about him. So he's able to solo clear entire rooms, which is really awesome. Right now he has what, almost 1800 attack. So he's gonna deal a good amount. He's gonna deal a good amount of damage and able to wipe out entire rooms. Definitely useful against raid bosses on the 4th room. For instance, in Sanji raid, I would pop 1 Lucci on the 4th room to clear everything. And the final reason that he special is really good is because he changes all orbs to matching. I believe it's on powerhouse units only, but I might be wrong. So he's a complete full board orb manipulator. So he's gonna give you all matching orbs. Well, it looks like his lower defense is 80%. So that's pretty good for people saying. So again, really good. Lowers defense by a lot, heals for a good amount, and gives you all matching orbs on a tough, or what do they call it, a powerhouse team. Really good unit. I'm really impressed with this Lucci. Now, however, keep that in mind that if you do have the red Rob Lucci, he's not going to be that much of a difference. In fact, one of the biggest strengths to this blue Lucci is that you can pair him with the red Lucci. They're so similar you can pair them together. Excuse me, that's my roommate. But in that case, you have 2 colors. You have a blue and a red coverage, and then you can sort of make a rainbow team and be able to take on any, mini bosses of one color and then bosses of another. Really good for Coliseum. a really good character. If you remember the original Red Lucci, he would do it for 3 turns where you could have really high chance of matching orbs. So if you have like a mini boss in Colosseum that you need to, spread out your damage over a certain number of turns, you can bring a Red Lucci friend captain and then bring your Blue Lucci captain yourself. So I'm not too sure when the global Sugofest starts. I'm not too sure. So some of the teams that you want to look for, because this is more of a global showcase. Well, actually, we can go over a few teams. So first team I want to go over is, there's 2 units that definitely, there's just so many units. These are all the powerhouse units that I own. There's a few that I don't own, but for the most part, there's definitely, you're looking for Raid Fuji, you're looking for that new Sanji. Let me see, where is he? This alone is pretty crazy. Fuji gives 2 times orb boost to powerhouse. Sanji gives it 2 times to powerhouse. Lucci gives you all matching orbs. What else do you need, right? It's pretty OP. Of course, if you're on global, you obviously don't have these guys, but you definitely can replace. Use the 3D2Y Sanji. If you haven't used 3D2Y Sanji, definitely level him up. He's definitely great, at least until the red Sanji comes out. And then there's a few other good orb boosters, like I think Great Kuma is a great orb booster and orb manipulator. So if you do get those bother orbs, you can swap them, and then Lucci will turn them into matching. Well, I guess he already turns them into matching. What else can you run? HP cutters. You have Whitebeard. Whitebeard 6+, a great captain. Obviously, he's a bit better with the red Lucci, because red Lucci will give you a multiple turns of increased matching orbs, so you can pop Whitebeard whenever you want to get those matching orbs. So it's sort of like a second orb manipulator. But at the same time, with double red Lucci and Whitebeard, that's a lot of red. So if you're facing other a blue character, you won't be able to. It's gonna be tough. So this gives you a little bit more variety in terms of colors. Some other good HP cutters are Don Xinjiao. Great. I think he's on global as well. I think this is a global unit. Yeah, people were saying Fisher Tiger is really good too. Yeah, there's a lot of characters. A lot of these limited time characters are really good for their respective teams. This Don Xinjiao is great. I believe people are saying he's not on global. He's on global. I don't know, but whenever global gets this guy, definitely farm him up, man. He's amazing. He not only is an HP cutter, 25% HP cut, which is pretty good. It's almost 30%. And you also get a 70% damage reduction, so you tank a hit, 70%. You can heal up with the blue Lucci to make sure you have enough damage, enough HP to be able to tank the hit. And just a great overall unit. Strong, strong color in yellow, which again is, you don't really have a lot of the strong yellow powerhouse units. Definitely someone you want to pick up. Peak, another good yellow unit, although not as good. Stats kind of suck, but HP cutter, swap matching orbs, not really going to be used too much on this team, I don't think. He was the first 50 Colosseum on global, makes sense, yeah. So use him definitely if you need HP cut or whatever. What else can you run? There's a lot of other good characters that you could potentially run. Powerhouse definitely has a lot of utility. It has a lot of utility. You have things like this guy. This guy also, I believe, heals. He changes certain orbs, but I don't think you need him. What else is there? Colosseum Kairos. There's a lot. Marco, you can run Marco as well. Because remember, you get a 1.2 HP boost, so you do have a good amount of HP. Combined with this Marco, and now you're able to heal back up to full at any point. Great, great character to use on this. Again, he's blue though, so you will get a lot of blue on that team. In terms of purple, some pretty good ones, especially Zio. Zio is great. He's a orb blocker, so again, if you bring the red and the blue Lucci combo, then you can bring this Zio, and he will lock your orbs. So you can pop, you don't have to rely on the orb luck. You can pop a blue Lucci, get all matching orbs, pop Zio, lock your orbs, lock your chain as well. If you don't have Zio, I think there's another chain locker, but you're probably not going to use him. There's Wild Sanji. He's a chain locker for Powerhouse. There's also, don't underestimate this Sanji as well. If you have a different type booster, like I know you can use Story Hody Jones. I think Story Hody Jones is a Powerhouse booster. Then you can free up that Sanji slot and bring in 3D2Y Sanji. Damage reduction for 70% as well, and orb boost for 1.75. Pretty good. This guy is really, really awesome. So you have a lot of, you just have so many options with this team. Of course, if you're talking about JP, then you have even more options. Some of the better recent options have been this Nekomamushi. You also have, let me see, which I need to evolve her, but the Boa sisters, guys, have been one of the probably the craziest shake-up in terms of team composition. These two Boa sisters work perfectly together to give you so many boosts. I believe you get a defense reduction, you get orb boost, all matching orbs, and like a chain locker as well. So you can use them on striker teams and you can use them on powerhouse teams. Really, really good. Yeah, Story Hody's a 1.75. Great, again, great addition to any powerhouse team. Yeah, we did put Raid Kuma in the beginning, but we'll put him again here. Raid Boss Kuma, where is he? Yeah, so you have some great, you have some great utility here. So overall, guys, this Lucci is very awesome. Again, I've already used him. I pulled him recently, and I've already been using him. Gonna be pretty much awesome for any red boss, and hopefully you guys will get him if you don't, you know, if you do pull. However, I have a feeling most people will not pull on this Sugo because this Sugo seems like it might be a bit of a trap. Also, someone was mentioning this Marco as well is really good because I believe he's a low cooldown, lowers your cooldown of powerhouse characters. But I need to farm him. I probably should have farmed him. Kind of regret don't. And also, a few other characters you can think about is using this guy. I think he's a 1.75 booster for 2 turns, and you know, a few other options here and there. So, and a lot of running folds. So there we go, guys. Again, think about whether you're gonna pull or not. If not, maybe you pull them down the road. Maybe you get them from a free legend from the event. I'm still not sure if it's confirmed whether Global will get a guaranteed legend for the PvP event, but hopefully they do. And if you pull them, then there's how you can use them as you know, as a captain. So with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching. See you guys in the next video, and until then, peace.